What's up? It's your boy, it's your man, it's your dude, Harry Lately, back with another episode of The Never Late Show, episode 31. And before we dive in, I just want to remind everyone about the Red Line Gazette that dropped on Sunday, issue 84. If you haven't got it, I definitely recommend you go get it. Only in secondary because we're sold out in primary, but it's one of the dopest issues to drop thus far, and if it's not in your wallet, it should be. Now let's dive into the artist. This artist I've been watching since late last year and slowly just climbing and climbing with momentum. Not only more and more collectors and high name notable collectors have been paying attention, but also this artist is been getting respect from his peers in the space as I see a ton of notable artists either retweeting or engaging with this artist or their work, sharing it. So definitely, a fan favorite on both the artist side and the collector side. This artist combines some of the most, let's say, notable styles from our beloved Jean-Michel Basquiat with the memes of today. Now, you may have guessed it by that clue, but I'm talking about none other than Basquiat. So let's jump in. All right, folks, one thing I forgot to mention is that this artist is delivering heat on both Tezos and Ethereum. So I'll take you through Object and Foundation to show you the additions and one-of-ones. It's a lot of ands, huh? It's all good stuff at the end of the day. So let's get started. Now, right off the bat, you'll see why I say this is an amalgamation of Jean-Michel Basquiat and meme culture. But by no means do I think this artist is a copycat. They've taken a traditional style and definitely made it their own. And I love the fact that you'll see, cultural references, NFT references, all things that make this collection more appealing to a wider audience. So let's jump in. What I mean by these references, you'll see right off the bat this ode to Andy Warhol with the pop art and the Campbell soup. As I scroll down, you'll see the ode to Small Brains or to X Copy. You'll also see Pepe as Tupac. You'll see Pepe the Pope. So again, as I go through this collection, you'll see a number of cultural references and NFT references that just make this collection even more appealing. Here's one of Pepe's friends from the Boys Club. The Clone X reference. You see the MF reference. So again, I think this collection is super dope, and I love the inclusion aspect of it because I think even though you may not be, a rare Pepe collector, you will see something from a collection that you do like within this collection. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I know that was a mouthful. I love these like Masters of the Universe pieces here. So for those of you who are old enough to remember He-Man, Skeletor, there's a pretty cool Gundam Wing piece right here. And even the ones that don't have a cultural references are super dope. So if you see these unique Pepe pieces here, like these are fire, just as fire, if not, more fire than some of these other, cultural references pieces. So regardless, you're going to find some heat in this collection. And one thing I want to add is that there's some pretty notable collectors rather, who are taking note. So slowly but surely, not only has this artist gotten more respect from their peers, some well-known artists in the space like Rob Ness and others have shared some of Basquiat's work on Twitter, but then also notable collectors like Vincent Van Gogh, Jagged have also taken notice and added some of these pieces to their collection. So I definitely think that this is an artist to watch out for in the future. I can only imagine that some of these pieces will be worth quite a bit, going forward, being the fact or given the fact that they are being collected by some of the top names in the space. So if you can grab one, I definitely encourage you to do so. Now, this has been the Tezos collection. Let's jump over to Foundation really quick so you can see some of those pieces. And as I mentioned, you can see Jagged has this one. So what do you meme? And for those of you who are unaware, Jagged is one of the premier, if not the most well-known rare Pepe collector in the space. Not only just rare Pepes, but also fake rares and a lot of these one-of-ones from new artists in the space. But as you can see, leverages that kind of that same core style, that same core aesthetic, but each piece tells its own unique story, which I really appreciate. And obviously, a number of other people do too, because there's very few of these pieces that are available. All of the Ethereum pieces are sold out, and there's very few available on Tezos. So again, as I mentioned, if you can grab one of these, grab it while it's hot, because it won't be available for long, just by, based on experience. I've been following this artist since late last year and gradually just gotten more and more traction, a wider and wider audience. And for good reason. Like, just look at the quality of the work, top-notch work, top-notch creativity. So, kudos to you, Basquiat, if you're watching this. Now, if you like what you see, and you definitely should, you can stay in the loop with Basquiat on Twitter. Just over 2,000 followers, so still underrated on Twitter. So if you're not following Basquiat, definitely go give him a follow, because this work is top-notch. Guys, this has been the episode 31. Wishing you all a great Thursday, and I'll see you next week. Peace.